So I went down a rabbit hole on the Democratic Party. And I wanted to do it for myself because nobody could tell me how the Democratic Party could push such weird agendas and somehow still get full support from black people. And I feel like growing up, that's all we know. Vote Democratic, vote blue. I wanted to see for myself where these loyal ties come in. Let's talk about it. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna list off a couple of things. Y'all just let me know which party y'all think supported it. Slavery. The Democrats supported it. The Republican Party actually was created to oppose and reject slavery. The Democrats supported slavery. Republicans, majority of them, are the ones who went on to abolish slavery. Jim Crow laws and segregation. The Democrats supported that. The Confederate flag. When we all see the Confederate flag today, we kind of already know what that means. I'm going to kind of stay away from you. And at the time, the Confederate flag was a symbol of resistance to civil rights. The Democratic Party supported that. They came up with that symbol for us. White supremacy. Ooh, that's talked about a lot. That was founded by who? Democratic Party. Yeah. The KKK, founded by the Democratic Party. And there was actually a point in time leading up to the 1930s where majority black voters were Republican because the Republicans were fighting for civil rights. And Republicans, majority of them, were the reasons that the 13th through 15th Amendment were passed. The 13th Amendment being abolishing slavery. But in the 60s is when the party started to shift. That's when LBJ, who was a Democrat, passed the Civil Rights Act, which actually was majority supported by Republicans. Obviously, LBJ was the president, so he took the credit. This was the turning point for the Democratic Party because they pretty much embraced the civil rights identity. We're the ones that passed the Civil Rights Act. We have your best interest because we did that. And they pretty much ran with it. And then in the 80s and 90s, the Republican Party stopped focusing on race and started focusing on the economy. And that actually drove majority of the black folks to the Democratic Party because the Democrats continue talking about race, Civil Rights Act. We do this for you, that for you. So now in the 90s, the Democrats had the majority black vote. From the 90s and up, it's pretty much the same thing. The Republican Party is majority white. The Democratic Party is majority black. But I said all of that to say this, though. I'll never be somebody that tells somebody else who to vote for. Vote for whoever aligns with your beliefs and values the most. Who I am talking to, though, is the folks that got these loyal ties to the Democratic Party and vote with blind faith just because it's Democratic. It is completely okay that the Democratic Party does not have your best interest anymore. The same way these folks didn't care about black people for a long time and then they switched and then all of a sudden want to act like they cared about black people all along. It's the same way you can just switch to another side because your interests have changed.